I'm at the Salon in Vive the Art in Krakow, Poland, and I just wanted to share with you some of the pieces. This one is just beautiful because of the texture. Reminds me of a landscape, a beautiful abstract landscape. It has lots of greens and blues, very nature influenced, it looks like. There's nice bands of separation in the color and transparency and all this thickness of paint, which is possible. Some of these could be abstract trees, and I'll zoom in so you can see. I don't know the exact interpretation of it, but that's the wonderful thing about modern art. It's just a really nice piece, even from afar. And the white at the top gives you that wonderful looseness and a space to breathe. And it's a wonderful sense of transparency, too. And the curator did a really good job putting the show together, because you have this green tree that is a sculpture there with the painting. Whoever the curator was, they did a wonderful job. And here, you have some wonderful paintings here again, but this piece I really like here above. And you can see they have a little house there, and they divided the background into these little geometrical shapes. And this one I found interesting too, and I'm showing the artist's names so you can see who they are. And it's string on a canvas, different colored string, and you can see the background is done really well with similar colors. So you have that looseness and that tightness at the same time going on. Here's another one, and I'll stand back. I'll go a little bit closer. You can see this figure, and it looks like it's being pulled. It has so much emotion and light. And even in the darkness here, you see these spirals. It's almost like space. Here's another one I really like here. And you have to really go close to appreciate this one, and look at all that texture underneath of the canvas. So it's just building up the canvas with the background, with all that texture, and then these beautiful geometrical shapes of bright color that just pop forward. It's just like a design of all different types of color, and there's so many wonderful spaces to just go inside and enjoy. And the one at the top here is almost like a real. It's a good one too, with all that underpainting. The sculptures are interesting too. This is a face here. Mixed media kind of piece of how they're using these different areas of plastic. And when you walk in to the exhibit, you're just kind of blessed with this bright color. Look at that beautiful large canvas and how that red and blue just pop up against each other. And you really have to go close to this canvas because there's so much going on. There's so much texture and different strokes and forms. Every little bit of this part of this canvas could be a separate abstract painting. And let's go over here. And this really caught my eye too. This one of this space up here with these geometrical shapes that are kind of like windows and stairs. It's almost a little bit cubist. And this here could look like a gemstone or the inside of an eye. And look at all of the work that went into this just to make those shapes expand. And it's like a triptych here, so it even looks larger than what it is. This is interesting up here. And this one here, I thought it was a wonderful landscape with all these rocks, if they are rocks. But look at all the paint in here and the layers that are just built up upon each other, and these different colored shapes, if they're rocks, and how they are greatly adorned with these lights and shadows. And one of my students really liked this painting here because of the intricate work. She said it reminded her of Japanese paintings on scrolls. This I found very interesting too. Look at all the different colors. It almost looks like marble and slate. So that's a tree. Here's some mixed media. This is another piece. I mean, they're all great pieces, but this is a wonderful piece here too. It's all monochromatic with blues, and they're just using the canvas. There's no primer on top of it. Here's another one. This one was interesting because if you move the figure, or this shape moves with you. It almost opens up like the inside of a fan. And this is a wonderful, another mixed media piece. This is very interesting for the shapes, or for the wood. And look at how these small paintbrushes, just to make these little sticks and ladders going up. This is also one of my favorite abstractions here. You really have to go close and zoom in and see all the colors in these dark areas here. You know, you can see the underlaying of the paint. This little slice of white over here works so well and brings your eye back to this side of the canvas. There's a nice gradation of light blue, dark blue, into this beautiful ultramarine, and there's some ceruleans in there, a little bit of Mars black. There's some transparency in these just wonderful marks that are just kind of free. It's a beautiful painting. So it's interesting. This, from afar, this is a great painting. You have to come up close to it because you can see all these little intricate little marks that they probably made with a very small brush. This was another one here. And this is kind of elongated and your eye goes up because there's actually a mirror that you can look at that makes the painting kind of extend and look larger into the space. So that was very interesting. Okay, so now we're going to go into the next room. And again, the curator did a wonderful job on just putting the work together as far as figures with sculptures and the colors. Thinking about the color is how they wanted to place the paintings in the gallery. I think they did a great job. So here's one of my, it's a beautiful kind of abstraction here. Look at the colors in that figure, all that thick, beautiful paint. Look at this one up here. Oh. It's like the abstract expressions. That's a beautiful painting. these figures, the loose strokes, and how they, you know, if you go close, there's nothing but large loose strokes. But when you move